Hi guys. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today I am going to channel Aphrodite and also show you some of the crafts I've been making. I'm just going to turn on the light in my kitchen, so hopefully it helps the lighting in here a little bit. Hi Clarissa. I'm just gonna say a prayer and set our intentions while other people come in. Make sure to like the video, guys, so other people get notified. Hey Lizzie, hi. I know I really wanted to go live because like I have not been live in a long time, and all the nice comments like over the last month just reminded me that like the trolls and the weird energy that was like happening is not like the majority of people, right? Because I kind of stopped going live because of all of the like attacks and trolls, but then like all the comments and just people being just really nice just reminded me like that that's not the majority of the people who watch me. The majority of the people who watch me like me, because that's normal to watch things you like, not to watch things you don't like. Hi Faith. Hi Ellie. Hey Hannah, just dropped in to say a quick hello, but I gotta go to my next session. Good luck with your next session. Be sure to like the live. Yes. Hey Melly. I'm doing okay. Thank you guys. I'm doing my best. You know, grief is a strange thing. Grief is a strange thing, and I'm also caught in this strange in-between of like making sure that I'm spending time with people who like I spend a lot of time alone. Like I would say I probably spend at most like 5 hours a week with others. So I spend a lot of time alone. And I'm trying to find the balance between like healthy alone time and healthy interaction time. But the thing about interactions when you're very just super psychic sponge is that they just drain you sometimes. Like it even when people aren't meaning to be draining or aren't consciously doing that, sometimes they just suck the fucking life out of me. Not to be rude, but it's the truth. There will always be trolls, always, but don't let your mind shadow over all the love. Thank you. Grief is definitely a strange thing. It takes time adjusting. Give yourself grace. You're doing your best. Thank you. Grief is something else, I'll tell you that. Something that I'm learning how to process. Hello. I forgot to get water and I need to plug in my charger. So I'm gonna grab a glass of water and please make sure to like the video so because you know YouTube loves to not send the notifications. Hey Indigo. Hey Divinity fam. I hope everyone is well. Thanks. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too. I am in good spirits though. I'm just really, really, really tired, which I know is the grief. But I also think it's like a very strong collective energy right now that is very tiring. But I kind of just wanted to do a collective message. Whoa, sorry, that was really close. Kind of just wanted to do a collective message. Takes a while for it to feel real when you're grieving. Yeah, it does. Sorry, that's my skull. All right, I'm going to say a prayer and set our intentions, and then we'll get into the cards. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yamaya, Kornika, and God Source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and those watching, and just say thank you for everything that you bless us with. We're so grateful for all aspects of life, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and the blessings. We understand that all of this makes a well-rounded individual in this very polarized reality, and for this we say thank you. And I ask, please, that I be a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. Let no truth be told for a lie, and no lie be told for a truth. Let all the information that come through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. Please grant me access to the Akashic Records so I may give a good and accurate reading. And please let all the information come from the source from which all things come. Let it flow through Christ consciousness. And please let it only ever be for the highest and greatest good of myself as the giver, the highest and greatest good of those listening as the receivers, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amal Rashi Namaste, by the power of three, Samoti be always works, always a blessing. So, I just want to share this because I'm proud of them, but I've been very dissociative in this grieving process, and I found a productive thing to do with my dissociation, and these will all be up on the site eventually, but I'm obsessed with them, guys. I hope you like them. I'm wearing one right now, but I've been beading because beading is like a repetitive action to do during dissociation, so like I can just like listen to a podcast or like literally just zone out and fucking bead, and I'm beading my life away. So here's one of them. It says, I think they're so cute, and I'm kind of like excited to just get back to fun crafting, because before I had my spiritual business, I just did a lot of crafting for fun and for like mental health, and it's like fun to get back into that because like I love making my spiritual products. I love that so much. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. But it's just like fun to do something mindless with like not any intention other than fun, you know? So here's candy. Yeah, okay, so here's one of them. And the cool thing about them is they are like sensory. So like this is like velvet, and look, there's a little velvet bunny on it, and it says baby. I was hoping for more letters. I'm gonna have to get more letters because I kind of got gypped in my pack of letters. But so it's like, this is fuzzy too, and it's like stretchy, and you just put it on over your head. So that's the first one. This one says baby girl. Hold on, let me see. Where's this? Where does it start? Oh, here. So it's got like these cutie little mushrooms, and these are all like, these feel like erasers, like from when you're in like grade school. And I honestly struggled with this a bit too, because I'm like, am I feeding into Lolita culture? And then I was like, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with like consenting adults enjoying, you know, more childlike things like that, especially when the consenting adults maybe didn't get to have a childhood like they deserved because of their own experiences or trauma or whatever. So, yeah, because I wrestled with that for a bit, and then I was like, no, I'm just having fun. Like, this is just fun. This is cute. I like this. This is fun. So, yeah, this is soft, and this is like gummy. It's like a gummy. It says love, and this one says baby girl on it. And yep, and then it also has a fuzzy bunny. It's just really cute. I love these little fuzzy bunnies. I was just thinking this is perfect for the inner child. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going for. And this one looks like a candy. And then this one's funny, guys. This one says kiss my arse. But the I is a mushroom. And it's all smiley face, little like smiley face beads, but it says kiss my ass. But it looks cute. This one all says love with more fuzzies and gummy bear. And the little eraser ones. Then I made one that says Zeus. I'm really proud of these. I mean, I'm proud of them all, but I really like the ones with the like god and goddess names. So this one says Zeus. And then this one says Hecate. And it's got the little like gummy bears on it too. They're just, I think they're so cute. These look like 90s erasers. And what else? Oh, this one says peace. This one's all blue and pink and white. The fuzzy. And whoops. And then this one, oh, this one says Ishtar. And I made one with my name. I have my crush's name on this one. By my crush, I mean my twin. But yeah, because I'm embarrassing like that. Yeah. Shout out to my American cousins from across the pond. I always laugh at ass because I pronounce it arse. That's funny. I've been listening to like podcasters with accents. It's fun, like listening to the different ways that people pronounce things. But yeah, guys, these make me happy. Like I just want them to like rain down on me. Actually, that's a pretty good look. I just want to, like, I'm going to make so many that I'm just going to, like, fill a bathtub with them and just absorb the frequency. They are so cute. Good job. Thank you. And then, that's not practical for me to leave those on my head. Now, look at these cuties. These are earrings. Did you die? Are you dead? But did you die? Just kidding, but how cute! And they're super light because they're little, like, stuffed animals. So I have those, a lady gnome and a man gnome, and they are just so freaking cute. Lara, I think, is going to frickin' die for these. She's been following me for a very long time, but I don't know why. I just thought of her when I bought them to make. But these are books. And it's actual paper, and guess what, guys? I'm going to, like, I'll write you a little note. Whoever buys these from me, I'm going to be like, hey, girl or boy, hey, it's Dutch, and I'll write you a little note in your earrings, and I'll sign it. Hello. And then you can wear Once Upon a Time earrings on your head. And then we've, of course, got some little bunnies. I think these are so freaking cute. Little bunny earrings. I know baby Pico's gonna like these ones too. All the little cutie stuff. Then we got some donuts. I'm still making them too, guys. I still have, this was like it through my eye. I've still got more to make. It's so fun. I just love making jewelry. And then we have, hiya! We have little axe Viking earrings. So these are for the girls who don't want stuffed animal earrings. You want weapon earrings. I'm the kind of girl that wants both. But yeah, those are my projects right now, and I'm just having fun. Just having fun. But we can get into the reading now. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm proud. Hey, Ani. Perfect for holiday season coming up. They would be thoughtful gifts. That's so true. Loves the earrings. Thank you. I know you like to make jewelry too, Ani. You make beautiful jewelry. I'm so glad to see you happy and your inner child surfacing. Wishing everyone the best. No strings attached. Thank you. Yeah, no, it is good to be happy again. I'll tell you, I was not happy right before my period. I'm learning more about that though. That's because you literally run out of hormones. Like you're running on empty. And then I thought about too, like I keep thinking about ways that I can explain this to men. Like, and I don't want to sound rude or like I'm objectifying women, but I've been comparing myself to a car, not because I think I'm an object, but because I think that's what will compute for men. So like literally when you're about to get your period, like you are out of hormones, and that's why you're like cranky and you're over it, and you're like you're more emotional because you've depleted your entire hormonal supply essentially. And your hormones rule everything in your body. So the way I was kind of like explaining it is like, it's like you don't get mad at a car for like running out of gas, right? Like you wouldn't get upset with a car if it ran out of gas and it stopped working properly because it ran out of gas. You'd just go put gas in the car, right? So it's like you can't really get upset with women if they're cranky right before their period, or if they're struggling right before their period or on their period, because we're running on empty. So it's like you just gotta let our bodies gas us back up. Like we just need to refuel on our hormones, and then we'll be back to our usual selves. So that's my that was my metaphor. I didn't even realize we were having a reading. I was enjoying the vibes. Thanks. Hormones are life. Yeah, for real. I'm learning more about my period too, and I'm 30 years old. FFS. I don't know what that means. I used to work in a warehouse, and I was the only woman working there. Your comparison to cars is amazing. Thank you. Yes, I'm 32, and I'm just learning about... I was so mad, like I said, right before my period, because I'm like, why don't they teach us this in school? They teach us so much crap. Why wouldn't they teach us about female why? They teach you the weirdest fucking shit. I learned how to do fucking nautical miles. When am I ever gonna need to know how the fuck to do nautical miles? And by the way, that shit was confusing as fuck and didn't even fucking make sense. But God forbid they teach you about women's reproductive organs. Like, I know there's like one session on it, but like, why couldn't that be a class? Like, learning how to work with your hormones and understand your hormones and work with your reproductive cycle, right? Like, work with your cycle. It makes life a lot easier, like, once you realize about it. Hey Maria, how you doing, girl? I always say men work like machines sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they just think differently. I had this other really good metaphor about, attention. Because sometimes men, I've noticed, think that, like, seeking attention is bad, but there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting attention. Like, it's crazy to me if, like, people... like, because I've been with men in the past who acted like me wanting attention was bad, and it's like, dude, I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for, like, there's a lot of stuff I could be demanding from you. I'm just asking for, like, your time, love, and attention. And I think that the way women and men are socialized, it's like we're socialized to think that wanting attention is bad or being attention-seeking is bad. But I don't think it's bad. Like, I think depending on the attention, like, if you're doing harmful things because all attention is good attention, then yeah, no, it's not good. But if you just want some quality time, it's not bad to just want attention. So I was, like, explaining to, like, a male friend, like, if there was something going on with your car, right? Your car needs a tune-up. You wouldn't think, oh, this motherfucking car is so annoying. It wants all my attention. This is bad behavior from my car. You wouldn't think that. You just tune up the car and put your attention into the car, because you know that the more attention and time you put into the car, the better it's gonna run. It's the same thing with, like, a relationship, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with wanting attention or seeking attention, as long as you're doing it in the right ways and the attention that you're seeking is positive. And the more attention you put into anything, right? So, like, the more attention you put on your healing journey, the more attention you put on your workouts, the more attention you put on your art, it just brings good back to you. So we should feel the same way about people. the more attention and time and love we put into our relationships, it only rewards us in the end, and attention isn't inherently bad, you know? Men want that attention too, exactly. You know why, Dutch. I do know why. My son just said, Mom, what was that? A shout out to you on YouTube? Yes, Bray, your mother's famous. Hi, Bray. Hi. Maybe we'll meet someday soon. Understanding your own cycle and body is really powerful. Tapping into your feminine. I agree, Ellie. I completely agree. It's not bad. It's the attention that one one's, that's the difference. Wait, what? The attention that one wants, that's the difference. It's not bad, it's the attention that one wants, that's the difference. Exactly. Hello, I'm sorry, I only speak English. Hey, Celeste. Just not obsessed. Exactly. There's a huge difference between being clingy and just wanting attention, but I feel like wanting attention or being attention-seeking has been overall labeled as clingy, but that's just not true. Like, you wanting attention, you can want 10 minutes of someone's time. That's not clingy, right? But you still want their full attention for whatever it is that you're talking about or whatever it is that you're doing. It's just there's a huge, I think, cognitive dissonance around thinking attention is bad. And I honestly just think that stems from the fact that, like, society just, like, our overlords want us to be a slave race, and they don't look at the man behind the curtain. Like, they think attention's bad because if you bring attention to their bad behavior or to their motives or to the way that they enslave humanity, then attention's bad for them, because when we are sovereign and when we know what we deserve, that's never good for the slave drivers, right? Some men's ego can't handle a woman getting more attention. It's true. Hello. He's laughing right now. Yeah, Bray, your mom's famous. She's YouTube famous. Just kidding. But she did come on a video, Bray, and she told us all about astrology, so I guess she is kind of famous from that video. Working in a warehouse taught me that men get insecure too. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I look at my partner and say, attention, please. No, literally, Melly, like, all I hear in my head right now as I read that is, I'm just a girl in the world. Like, just let me be a girl. Give me my attention. It's not a bad thing. All right, let's do this reading. Thank you, moderators. All right, so Aphrodite definitely wanted to come through and give some support, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Which deck should I use, guys? Y'all can choose. Leave in the chat. Either say blue or flowers for which deck I should use. Don't say that! The immortalism. Everyone has insecurities. I feel like I look like Shrek. You don't look like Shrek. You know what? Shrek is awesome. Shrek has our generation in a chokehold. Alright, there's a lot of votes for blue. That's the deck I was gonna use. Keep them coming. Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. If you're Shrek, I'm Fiona. Ooh! Live chat love. Just kidding. Blue? Is that the consensus? Hey, Sunshine Vibes. Hi. Is that Autumn? Sorry, I can't always remember everybody's screen names. Is that Autumn or is it someone else? I can only speak English, sorry. Hey Autumn, how you doing, girl? How are things? I'm happy you're here. You were hiding. You gotta say hi. Y'all, you gotta say hi when you come on. I hope you're good. All right, we're gonna go with blue. Lots of people said blue, so we're gonna go with blue. All right. Whoa. What the heck? Did you guys see that? All right, let's see. We'll take out the top 2 cards from that. Excuse me. Okay. Aphrodite, what do you want to tell us? Whoa, did you see that? Thanks for voting flowers. I was starting to feel lonely. Yeah, a lot of people were voting blue. Okay, I guess these really want to come out because that already came out. I need to move over from this skull because it's like touching me. Okay, those two of the cards fell out in the original, but like in that original falling out, but I put them back. Oh, actually, okay, several of the same cards fell out. That's always crazy when that happens. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Autumn, I think you have a very strong egregore around you. I've been thinking of your name for a week. What is that? What is that, Celeste? I don't know what that is. We are in the season of autumn, too. It's true. I love this season. Everything's been really beautiful. Okay. Let's get into this reading. All right, so we've got the Hermit card, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I'm going to read these out in the order that they came. So, okay. I feel that this message is for people who have been spending a lot of alone time lately, but only because they felt like it was hard to work in tandem with other people. So if you've kind of felt like you've been on a different frequency than others, where it's like, I just saw, like, you know, when you're like in school and you're doing a group project, but it ends up you do the whole group project, so it's not even a group project because you did it all by yourself. Like that, this message is for people who have been experiencing that, feeling like you've just been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like every time you ask for help, it ends up you don't even actually get it. And people who have felt very alone. So what Aphrodite is saying is that soon you will be having these really positive celebratory experiences, but the experiences are not going to feel draining, and it's not going to feel like you're doing the project alone. It's going to feel like you actually have some support. I also see a lot of fun happening, a lot of fun coming through and enjoyment. And if there is more alone time on the horizon, it's enjoyable alone time. So it's like literally like, you know, I'm seeing like you finding a lot of joy in the simple things. So like, let's say your room or your house has been like really cluttered or messy, and you're like finding joy in cleaning because you're like, at the end of this, I get to feel satisfied. I get to have more space to do the things I want. I get to enjoy myself more because my house is clean. So, and then also like cooking. I see you experimenting a lot as well with witchcraft or with your own kind of like kitchen witching. So like that's what I like to call it when you're like in the kitchen doing witchcraft. So I see you experimenting with the kitchen witching. And also with reading. Like I see you reading and learning a lot about a certain subject or about several different subjects. I see you, Spirit just said you're very hungry right now to learn and to expand. And so I feel because you have felt like you kind of can't relate to people, or like you were not on the same page as people, or like you were giving more than you were receiving with others. I see that you pulled your energy in a lot because of that, or you could have been taking a lot of shit from people as well. Like when you did go out and try to have like a good time with others, they might have made fun of you for like what you were wearing or how you talk or how you look, or like, you know, just like stupid shit that like, it's like, you don't have to make fun of my jacket. You can just like walk by and not say anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you've just like there's just been a disconnect. There's been an extreme disconnect that has thrown you into hermit mode, and it's felt like you haven't wanted to come out of your cave. You haven't wanted to come out of your shell. You might not have even wanted to leave your house a lot of the time because you just are really not enjoying interacting with others right now. But I see that it's like you've made yourself small because of these instances with others, and I see that you're about to be spreading out, like your frequency, your energy. Like, so let's say someone made fun of you for your jacket with that example. You're like, I'm gonna wear this jacket every day for the next week, and I don't care if someone makes fun of me. And then it's like you go out and do your grocery shopping in the jacket, and someone's like, I love that jacket, you look amazing. And so it's like where your energy has been made small, it's about to expand, and the expansion is going to attract like-minded energies and frequencies. I also see here with the Three of Cups that like you could be creating new friendships, or I feel like just refinding your joy. So if you lost your joy for a while, or if you've been feeling like it's hard to like, there's a lot in life right now that can be upsetting, or that you can focus on the negative for, because there's just a lot of bad stuff that's like happening. And I feel like Spirit is just saying that it's like you're gonna find your joy again. So like obviously everything isn't gonna fully even out. Like the world is still gonna have its problems, and we're still gonna have to keep trying to make those problems right and rectify them in the way that we can, because we only have so much control over the world's issues. But at the same time, it's like you're gonna find your joy again and really focus on the things you can control, and just try to give the things you cannot control to God, while also doing your part in taking care of those things the best that you can, right? So it's like there's several wars going on right now. None of us can like go over and just fucking fly over and stop the wars, but we can pray, and we can, you know, do what we feel is appropriate, whether it's like sharing information or donating or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, like, it's really not, it's out of our hands. And so it's like finding your joy even in the midst of a lot of collective suffering that's happening right now. And really like the serenity prayer of like knowing what you can control and knowing what you can't. I also feel like you recently stood up for yourself here with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Wands, and your ancestors, your guardian angel particularly, was very proud of you for this, especially if it's a guardian angel of that was like a human first. So like if it's like a grandmother or like a great aunt or something like that, I feel like, because it almost feels like if your guardian angel was a human, like they were sassy and like they would stand up for themselves. So it's like you recently stood up for yourself, and your guardian angel was like, finally, she's not letting these people walk all over her. She's not letting this job walk all over her, whatever it was, this teacher, whatever it is. With the, I just thought, okay, one time I went to take a belly dancing class, and the woman was so fucking insufferable. So like, I went there to have fun, and okay, she was like saying like, oh, like, I'm not gonna say her name because I'm just not like that, but she was saying, I walked through the door and she was like, so you can either pay for one class or you can pay for 7 classes. There's no in between. Like, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for one. Like, I'm not signing up I'm not locking in for 7 classes before I even take the class. And then the woman, she was so bossy. It was like, if you've ever taken ballet, I took ballet in high school. Ballet was always the worst class. It was always a requirement because I was competing in dance. So it was always the worst class, the most insufferable teachers, they're just mean and bossy, and it's like they just suck the fun out of it. everyone fucking didn't like ballet, but we all had to take it because you need the fundamentals, you need your foundation. Well, I'm a 32-year-old woman, and if I'm going to a belly dancing class, I expect to not be yelled at and reprimanded and treated rude the whole time. Like, I'm not a high schooler, and you're not gonna talk to me like that anymore. And she was just like that. Like, it was like everything I did. Hands here, feet here, bleh, bleh, bleh. Like, it was like, she sucked the fun out of it. And then all she did the whole time was brag about how famous she used to be and how skinny she used to be and how she used to dance in New York and you wouldn't even recognize her. Everyone knows her. Ask anybody about her name. And then this was like a year or two ago that I don't know why this is coming to my brain, but you're hearing me rant about it right now because I was so pissed. Like, I came to have fun and you're literally bullying me. And then the other girls in the class, I was picking up on it really fast because I'm a dancer. That's what I do. I've danced since I was 5 fucking years old. I've danced for way more of my life than I haven't danced. So you give me a move, I'm gonna get it fast. And that's not me bragging. That's literally muscle memory and being trained. Like, I've been trained on how to dance competitively since before I was double digits. So, like, I was picking up stuff in the class faster than the girls who had been there for like months, and they were getting mad at me. Like, the teacher was getting mad at me for like doing good. The students were getting mad at me for doing good. And then they literally told me to go in the corner and face the corner while they did their choreographed dance. And I was like, no, I'm gonna try and pick up on it. Like, I'm gonna just try and do it. So then they've put me in the corner for like 5 minutes. I watch it once because they told me to face the corner and I was like, no, like, that's fucking weird. So I turned around and I watched it and I was like, I'm gonna try it this time. And then I fucking did it. I did it like first try and they were all mad at me. What's the point of this, Spirit? Why am I bringing this up? Because Spirit's saying because it's the environment that's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be inclusive, and it was just mean. Like, they were mean. They bullied me because I was good. They didn't like me because I was enjoying myself. It's a fun thing that they tried to turn into like a militant and bossy, mean situation. Like, don't fucking tell me to look and face the wall like I have a dunce cap on when I literally just paid you for a dance class. So it's like, I guess Spirit's saying that's what this situation is here. There was a situation like that where either girls were like, and it really does feel like that mean girl energy of like a group of women ganging up on another person. So, gang mentality, yeah. Oh, jealousy is a disease of the mind. Yeah, so that's what this feels like. This truly feels like that Five of Swords energy feels like people were ganging up on you, or they were being mean to you for no reason, or they were shunning you. And it doesn't have to be multiple people. It can be one person too. Like, you might have a great job, but there's that one bitch that's always got something fucking rude to say. Like, this is the energy of like, I just heard trying to steal your shine, trying to dim your light. And you finally stood up for yourself. So Aphrodite is just acknowledging that you're going to be rewarded for finally standing up for yourself against this kind of energy and frequency. And also, too, she's saying that it's like you're finally coming out of your shell as well. So how I was saying, like, the hermit and coming out of the cave is like some mean girl energy or just some, like, catty energy had you really, like, in your shell. And it's like you're finally coming out of that, and it's like you're not like going back to the first example of you wear a jacket that you love and someone fucking makes fun of your jacket, like, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to wear this jacket anymore. No, you're putting on the fucking jacket. You're not facing the corner in a dunce hat and not doing the belly dance. You're getting out there and you're doing the fucking belly dance, whether they like it or not. So, and there's particularly a female ancestor that's very proud of you for standing up for yourself like that. You're welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the reading so far. Okay, I also see as well that something is about to be revealed to you about some sort of soulmate. So we have the Six of Cups. I also see you really embodying your feminine, whatever that means for you. So I see, like, I know Indigo had talked about on the Patreon, she's like, oh, I've been really enjoying, like, drinking tea, and I feel like it helps me connect to my feminine. Like, it doesn't have to always be the stereotypical things, right? Like getting your nails done or doing your makeup. And that's fun too. If you like that, great. I'm happy for you. I'm enjoying that right now, like kind of doing more of that kind of girly stuff. But connecting to the divine feminine doesn't always have to be something girly like that. And so it's like, I see you, Aphrodite just said it's in the gentleness. Oh, I just got chills. It's in the gentleness. Connecting to the divine feminine is in the gentleness. So like making yourself a cup of tea and relaxing is being gentle with yourself. Going to bed early because you're on your period and you don't feel good is being gentle with yourself. Standing up for yourself when people aren't treating you kindly is being gentle with yourself, right? Because you don't deserve that kind of treatment. So I see that you've been connecting more with your divine feminine energy, being kind and gentle. I just heard handle with care. And then, so with the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords, I feel like the more you I feel like you're going to be really mothering and nurturing yourself and kind of pouring into yourself the way that you pour into others. I think you've been giving a lot of yourself to others recently, and now you're turning that back on yourself and giving to yourself what you do for others. And with the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords, I just heard moisturized and unbothered, you know, like those memes. But here with the Queen of Swords, truly, I feel you're in an unbothered frequency. And the more you pour into yourself and focus on yourself and handle yourself with care, the more this reflects in your relationships outwardly. And also, something is about to be revealed about some sort of soulmate here. So it might be a family member, a friend, or a lover, but it's almost like when you don't care, right? Like when you're unbothered and when you're focused on yourself is when you get some sort of information surrounding this person. For some of you, it's literally going to be a love confession. So for some of you, you could have been waiting. Ow! My hair is caught. Ugh. What does that mean, Spirit? I just heard you've been tangled in anxiety. So maybe you've been looking for an answer from someone. And because I just saw you all wrapped up. And it's like the chains and the things that were binding you were not even real. You were just wrapped up in them. So it's like, it's like you're releasing that, right? And then you're focusing on yourself and you're handling with care. And that's when the message that you've been seeking is revealed. And for some of you, it's definitely going to be a love confession. It could even be a drunk dial. Heads up for some of you. You might get a drunk dial from someone with a love confession. But I do feel for some of you, you're getting... I just heard a long overdue love confession, and it's going to be deep. It's not going to be like, hey, I like you. It's going to be like, from the moment I saw you and you were wearing a yellow shirt and I knew that I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be like, whoa, like this person actually does care, you know, like they're going to give you a detailed explanation on why it is that they care about you. But I just heard it's needed. And then they might even offer to take you on a date here with the Page of Cups. So they might ask you out, or this could also be indicating the drunk dial here because he does have wine right there. Claiming that, claim it. Claim it in the chat, y'all. Claim it. Yeah, I see you being, I just heard the finer things. So like the more nice stuff you do for yourself, and doing nice stuff for yourself doesn't have to involve money. So like even if you don't have a lot of expendable money right now, like most people don't, you can still do a nice thing for yourself by stretching. Like stretching doesn't cost you anything. Reading a book you already have doesn't cost you anything. Having a movie night, like with a movie you already own or that's for free on one of the platforms that you have, that doesn't cost you anything. So it's like the more you do nice stuff, because I think sometimes it can feel like in order for us to like be pampered, we have to spend money, and that's just not true. Maybe it is part of how you pamper yourself. Like maybe you get a massage or you go get your hair done or like whatever it is, but you don't have to. I just see that you're going to be experiencing the finer things because you're giving them to yourself, which goes back to the whole handle with care thing, right? I just got covered in chills. And because you're giving yourself the finer things, and like I said, the finer things doesn't have to be financially finer things. It can be energetically or emotionally finer things. Then you're going to be getting that from another. Okay, what is that? Okay, so somebody did you wrong here with the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So someone could have even done black magic on you or negative spell work, because you see he's like, this is the Voodoo Warlock in this deck. And he's got like a voodoo doll, so someone might actually literally have a voodoo doll of you. So, and you recently had a tower moment that was due to this black magic. Spirit's saying just wait, because even though you can't see it right now, the wheels of justice are turning here with the Seven of Pentacles. So whoever wrongs you, I just heard I just saw, you know, like in a cartoon when like an anvil falls on like a cartoon character, they're gonna be so unsuspecting, and then, or like when a fridge just like falls on a character, they're gonna be so unsuspecting, and then like squash, they're about to be fucking smushed. But I just heard revenge is a dish best served cold. Like, so dramatic. Oh my god, and then I just saw Aunt Zelda from Sabrina on Netflix, how she's just like a hard ass. Like, Spirit's actually about to rock this person's fucking world, and I just heard they think they got away with it. So whatever this person did, they really think they got away with it, but the next thing you know, the fucking piano is gonna fall from a 10-story building and smush them on the ground. They're gonna pay. I just heard double. They're gonna pay double whatever they did to you. It's just taking, I just heard, great achievements take time. So Spirit is priding themselves on this karmic retribution, I just heard. Yep. And then it's going to absolutely catapult you out of this Hanged Man energy. So this situation has put you almost in an in-between, almost like a liminal space. And it's ending this cycle here with the World card, and you're about to have a beautiful new beginning. And also, that person is a fool. Spirit really wants to reiterate that person's a fucking fool for thinking that they could treat you that way or do that to you or whatever it is that they did to you. I just heard they're in for a rude fucking awakening. We also have the little kitty here. So you are supported. You are supported. You have your supports. Whether it's a familiar in the physical realm, or if you're like me and your familiar has crossed over. Their life is about to become a mess. Look at all those staircases in the background. They're going to keep thinking, okay, so what's going to happen is like they're going to think that they're like going, I just heard stairways to nowhere. So it's like every opportunity in their life is going to take them nowhere because of what they did for you. So it's like they're going to keep walking up these stairs and there's just a dead end. And then they walk up another stairs. They're going to be lost in the maze of their own bad behavior. I'm going to repeat that. They are going to be lost in the maze of their own bad behavior. And you will catapult your new beginning off of their own evil intentions that they tried to send towards you. So I don't know if you did a return to sender or something, but you should. Or just set an intention. Like, I just want them to get what you know what I do? That way I don't get my hands dirty. I say, God, give them what they deserve. Because I don't know what they deserve. Give them what they deserve. That's always a safe bet to make when you're throwing energy. Give them what they deserve. Get one more card, and then I'll pull one. Yeah, Queen of Wands, because they can't walk all over you. Also with Lilith here, Lilith could be aiding in this situation, or it could have something to do with children, because Lilith is the protector of children. So it's going to be even more catastrophic for them if they did. They're showing me, like, you know those really fucked up like court situations where it's like, you'll never see your kid again, when it's like they're using the baby as like leverage. It's like that kind of frequency, that kind of evil where it's like you've lost the plot, as the kids say, right? If you're doing that with your kid, if you're using your kid as a pawn, you've lost the fucking plot. Like, unless there's a good reason to never see the kid, like, of course I would never say that if, like, the person is toxic, but, like, if someone's, like, a good parent and they're good with the child, and you're literally, like, using the child as a pawn, being like, you'll never fucking see your kid again, then, like, you're a piece of shit. And it's sad. It's sad for everyone involved. But it kind of feels like that here with the Queen of Wands and the Lilith card, like they really thought that they were going to do something so evil, that they were going to throw this spiritual energy, or they were going to talk shit about you behind your back, or they were going to steal from you. Like, this feels dark. Like, it feels like they were going to steal from you, or they were going to steal your, like, they were cheating, like, behind your back, like, whatever it was, they're going to pay dearly for it, and you're just going to profit off of it, I just heard. So whether it's like you have, oh, I just got really hot too. I just heard they're gonna burn. They're gonna burn. Holy shit. Aphrodite coming in with the anger. You're gonna profit off of it, whether that means financially, emotionally, spiritually, but you will have gains from this. You sound like a Libra, I don't know why, but you seem very fair and just. It's not just a Libra thing, though, but the scales of justice and all. Yeah, I'm a Cancer, so fairness is one of my biggest focuses in life. Justice. And, children. Making sure children are safe. Those are my biggest focuses. Okay, so we have, I pulled some from the flower deck for those of you who chose the flower deck. I just keep hearing they're gonna burn, they're gonna burn, they're gonna burn. And I keep seeing my, this statue here. That I made this painting when I was 12, guys. I was told, my teacher told me it was the best painting in all of the 7th grade, and I just found it in my basement, so I'm like, I'm totally hanging that up. Not to brag about my 12-year-old skills, but she said, I remember my parents came and they were like, very nice. And the teacher was like, no, like, you don't get it. It's not just very nice. Like, this is the best in the entire 7th grade. And they were like, very nice. Because, like, my parents aren't that into art. I mean, my mom is, but I just remember the teacher being like, no, it's more than very nice. Like, and then being like, But anyway. Like, this lady, the lost soul, right? She's just burning in the karmic flames of her past. Like, they're literally, right? That's why they end up in the realm of the staircases to nowhere, because they're tied by their karma. I just heard you cannot trick fate and you cannot escape your karma. Okay, so I got the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the World, and the 8 of... So we got the World again, the 8 of Wands again, and the Hierophant again, I think. So, you set some kind of boundary recently, and this is ending a negative cycle from the past, and it's bringing in fast movement of positive relationships, positive communication, conversation, and also positive financial stimulation, I just heard. What the hell? That's weird. So maybe it's like you've been feeling very, well, dissociative like me, or like out of your body, and there's certain like financial breakthroughs that you're about to have that bring you the kind of stimulation that you've been seeking. So maybe you've been feeling really dissociative, but you haven't had the money to go and do something that maybe you really wanted to do, and then it's like you have this financial breakthrough, and then so then you're like, great, I'm gonna go on that vacation I really want to go on, and then you go on the vacation and it's like hyper stimulating, and it like gets you back in your body, and you're like, yay, like I feel so much better. So you're about to have a breakthrough in that way because you set some kind of boundary that aided you in ending a cycle. And the cycle was not valuing yourself and not accepting what you're worth, accepting less than what you're worth. And then also, if you've been wanting to create a family, I see that you're literally, your manifestation is coming in. So if you want a family, if you want a marriage, you want children, you want more children than the children you already have, or either that, or you're creating harmony within your family. So if you don't want a family, but maybe your family's been a little bit at odds with each other, or they haven't, like, you haven't been getting along with certain family members, I see that you're creating harmony within those family structures. And yeah, I just see that you're creating this. You need to give yourself credit for the creation and manifestations that you're bringing into this realm. And you also need to be open to receive. But that goes back to what she was saying about being in your feminine energy and being gentle with yourself and handling with care. Just appreciate what you do for yourself. Appreciate what you've done, what you're going to do. And understand that, like, you're creating this. Give yourself credit where credit is due. And then I'm gonna get some of these for advice. Remember what I said about the drunk dial? We have answer the call there at the bottom. Then we have friendly skies. Okay, and that one, I just shuffled it out anyway. And then I want to do a totem animal card as well. Sorry, this is looking a little crooked. You can only live stream this way now, like upwards. Because YouTube just desperately wants to be TikTok. Everything wants to be TikTok. Come look at my reels. Come look at my shorts. I'm just TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Sorry, I hate TikTok. As I'm getting angry, I get the fire ants, which is about anger. All right, let's read these. Okay, let me get my little book. I just heard Dora. Backpack, 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 backpack. I don't know why. Friendly skies. This card is so cute. I love this card. Take flight with your soul and guides of highest consciousness. There are no limits. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, will you take me very far? Hello, girl on the moon. Are we leaving very soon? Your guides are inviting you to fly through the heavens with your thoughts, feelings, and imagination. There is no limit to the amount of love and guidance available to you from above. Our angel friends are there to provide safe liftoffs and landings. Asking for help gives them permission to take your soul to new heights. They know this journey isn't always easy, but they also assure you it is an adventure worth having. No solo flights are happening for your soul. It's a part of a heavenly community. That love can take you over the moon and beyond. This card has arrived to reassure you taking flight with psychic sight is not only safe, it can be fun too. This is your invitation to try flying friendly skies. All right, and then we'll do the direct dial archangel. Check your caller ID. It looks like God's angel of communication is on the hotline. And we got the 8 of Wands twice. There's some sort of like big message coming in. There's some sort of information coming in. Open your heart, open your mind. Archangel Gabriel is on the hotline. It's time to get receptive. Gabriel is calling you from just outside the box. He is the guy with all those crazy directives from Spirit. You've had some unusual ideas lately, and that means the Archangel of Communication is on the hotline. According to religious scriptures, he foretold the birth of Christ and the coming of the Quran. And also remember I was saying about family or having children. Take it from the Mother Mary. There's a typo here. Anybody else feel like we timeline hop? Because there's certain, like, there was never used to be typos in this book, and then also it's like really weird because there's like certain things on my Instagram that I like remember doing, but now the post is just gone. Like certain dances that I did like before COVID, like with my dance studio and stuff, that they're just not there anymore, and I never deleted them. And I just feel like we hopped to a timeline where if I'm being really honest, I feel like they're trying to hop to a timeline where twins never met, or never meet, or never come into union. And like some of the significant things that are like missing from my Instagram were moments like with my twin. which is like really weird. And I feel like they're really trying, I just feel like they're really fucking trying to keep twins apart. And I know that like twin flame has become such a pop culture topic, but like the truth of what a twin flame is so like nitty gritty and like deep and transcends this life, and it just transcends like the universe and time and space. Like it's just so fucking deep, and I hate how pop culture it's become, and I hate how everybody wishes they had one, because this journey is not for the weak, and a lot of the time it's not enjoyable. And I just feel like twin flames are way more fucking powerful together than what we think, because they've diluted it so much, and because there's been those weird cults that have cropped up, like that cult that was like literally transing people and stuff and like abusing people. And I just feel like one of the biggest lies, there are so many giant lies of our generation, but one of the biggest lies of the current time is like the pop culture view on twin flames. And I truly feel that twin flame union is one of the things that's gonna fucking change the world. And I truly feel that a lot of interference has happened for there to be twin flame karmic conception, so where one of the twins ends up having a conception with a karmic and then completely distorting pregnancy and distorting parenthood. And I just feel that twin flame conception is going to be equivalent of the Immaculate Conception of Mary and Joseph. Well, Mary and God, right? I guess it technically wasn't Joseph, but if you believe that God just implanted Jesus into her body, then it wasn't Joseph. But I'm kind of feeling like it was an Immaculate Conception between her and Joseph, and because they were twins, and they created a demigod. So when there are twin conceptions, we're going to be popping out a bunch of fucking demigods, which is exactly what they don't want. Because those demigods are going to take back everything they've ever stolen from us. But I don't know, I guess I felt called to say that with this Archangel Gabriel card. Take it from the Mother Mary. She endorses his accuracy and courage. Not everyone would dare to inform a virgin she would give birth. Now he's asking you to please listen and follow your heart. It may seem like you are following the white rabbit down some kind of hole, but don't worry. When you emerge, you will be even more centered in God and the life you are meant to live. So when the phone rings and you see Gabe's name on the caller ID, for heaven's sake, answer the call. It's directly from the divine. Hello, Gabriel, Archangel of the direct dial. Damn. My left hand is itching too, which further, when your left hand itches, money's coming in. So that furthers my prediction of you having a financial breakthrough. Okay. Then we have fire ants and the vulture. Vulture represents Isis or Aset. I also had chills when you were saying all of that. You know, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Thanks, Maria. You're the one who, like, when all of us are fed up with our twins, you're the one who's always like, we just gotta keep it. We gotta come back to love. Come back to love. From the Aries of all people. Come back. You're always reminding us, like, check your temper. Come back to love. Okay. Fire ant. Aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you, which goes to what I was saying about that energy of like the mean girl energy. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excessive heat, and gossips. To bring into balance, solo time and walks at night. Always for safety, though. Always be safe if you're walking at night. Okay, and then we have the vulture. Vulture. This was fun. I missed going live. Thank you to the moderators for keeping the weirdos out of the chat. Vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies and reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic and aggressive. To bring into balance, cleanse your space and sage. And that is all I have for you. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Raya, Maya, Kornika, and God Source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. Amal Rashi Namaste, but the power of three, Samote be, always works, always a blessing. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. I agree with you. It's weird times. Time is sped up, time is sped down. Deja vu. Stop the unity. Yeah. I have felt like, I was literally going to post that on Instagram today. I was going to be like, does anybody else feel like time is moving so slow but so fast at the same time? Like, confusingly fast and slow at the same time? I think we wake up from sleep in a different timeline every day. That's totally possible. The backpack song came through yesterday as a message for me. That's why I'm hearing it. Hi, Shaky Cup ASMR. That's why I'm like, backpack. Long hair suits you so well. Thank you, Tia. Happy to see you here. I actually just gave myself some layers, so make my hair easier to brush. Let's see. I receive good wisdom from people or myself or the universe. I swear wisdom starts growing and pushing their way through my gums. Oh, like wisdom teeth. Thank you. You're welcome. So good to see you do this, and it feels like you're doing better. Thank you. Yeah, I am doing better. Thanks, Lizzie. Thanks for all your support during this time. Love your tattoos. Thank you. A lot of them are covered right now, but people have asked me for a long time to do a tattoo tour, and maybe after I get a little bit further on my workout journey, I will do it. I don't know. It feels very, vulnerable, because all of my tattoos have a meaning. I also just remembered that song by Secondhand Serenade because I went in my basement, I found a bunch of CDs labeled, like burned CDs, and one of them was labeled Sad High School, and I put it on, and I was sad that like this was what 15-year-old me was feeling, but there was that song Vulnerable by Secondhand Serenade. It was like, tell me what makes you think that you... It was just so emo. Yes, agreed, the timeline hopping has been unreal. Thank you, Dutch. I agree with Lizzie. This reading was so natural. Good, I'm glad. That would be awesome. Oh, thanks. The other day I was talking to my coworkers and suddenly all 5 of them asked me why I said something I literally never said. I was like, did I just timeline jump? That's happened to me before. You know what else has happened to me before? And I thought I was an actual crazy person when this happened. I was like stuck in a room. So I used to be, honestly, I should do videos about that too, because I was in this like young adult mental health group that was definitely applying MK Ultra trauma-based mind control tactics, but I didn't realize it at the time because I didn't know what trauma-based mind control was. So, and it's like a government-run group for young adults with trauma, particularly young adults who have been through the foster care system. I haven't, but a lot of the young adults there had been. It was all very sus, but they would do these trauma-based mind control techniques where they'd like lock us in rooms and there'd be like 5 of them and 1 of us, and like the light, they would have like hospital lighting, which is known to bother trauma survivors, but they had it anyway. And especially people who are autistic as well. There's a lot of autistic people there. And now that I'm understanding autism better, I'm starting to wonder, like, am I autistic? Like, I got diagnosed with ADD at 22. Like, it was when I was out of school, so like for all I know I could be freaking autistic. I don't know, but I got a lot of the symptoms, but I think another thing people don't talk about is how many overlapping symptoms there are with PTSD and autism. There are a lot of overlapping symptoms, but so yeah, I was like in this room and I was stuck and I was like at this table and like my parents were there and they were trying to advocate for me, and there was like 5 of the, because they knew that that program was no good, but I was like in it. And like when you're there for mental health, they can say like, oh, like you can't make decisions for yourself, you know, right? So my parents were there trying to advocate for me to try and get me out of the group, and there's like 5 of the higher ups like doing their MK Ultra on me, and then my parents are on either end of the table, and it's just me like squished against the wall under these fucking hospital lights, and I'm like looking at them and I'm talking, and then all of a sudden my ears clog and my mouth is moving, but I can't hear what I'm saying, and I'm looking at everyone and they're all nodding, like all of them. Like I would kill to know what I said in that moment, because I have no fucking clue. And they were all nodding and they all understood, and they were all like, yeah, you know, that's a great point, Nikki, that's a great point. And I was just like, in my head I'm like, oh no, I really am crazy. I'm crazy. This is bad. I'm so crazy. But I can't say that because then they'll just keep me in there longer. So I'm just like, hoping that whatever I said doesn't come up again. And then I just didn't tell anyone because I felt like I was like actually crazy. And I was like, yep, I am a crazy person. Like fucking lock me up, put me in a straitjacket. I just talked, but I don't even know what I said. And then I realized later, like, I really think that was spirit. One of my spirits came over me and like hopped in my body and said something to get me out of that room, because shortly after I was let out of the room. So yeah, but in the moment it was scary. I had a feeling that someone was sending me black magic for 4 months. This just confirmed it, and I have been manifesting money and new beginnings. Just confirmed it, so thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of... Unfortunately, since TikTok, one of the reasons I hate TikTok is witch talk, and I just think everybody thinks they're a witch now, and everybody... Like, I literally just went to my cousin's campus, and I had a great time, but one of the girls was like, oh yeah, I cursed this girl. And I'm sitting here like a seasoned witch thinking like, damn, you're just throwing around curses like that? Like, you shouldn't just curse someone because they're rude. Like, she cursed this girl because she had a rude behavior. Like, that's not a reason to curse people, and I just feel like TikTok is so toxic in the sense that everyone thinks they're a psychic, everyone thinks they can just go buy a tarot deck, and now they know what they're doing. And everyone's just throwing curses everywhere, and they don't fucking realize what they're doing. And take that from someone who learned the hard way that you don't just throw energy like that. I used to have a bad temper that I couldn't control. I still have a bad temper, but I control it better now. But, like, I've thrown magic like a dumbass, and then I learned. Karma humbled me, and I just think it's stupid. That's why I fucking hate TikTok. I think it's stupid, and I think it's annoying because when you're someone like me who's been doing this literally for 14 years now, like this has been something I've been doing for 14 years, it's like you get all these trenders that are like, it's just trending, so they're hopping on, and then they start throwing magic like that, and it's like everyone thinks there's some big bad fucking witch, and it's like you're not. And your ass is about to be fucking handed back to you and humbled, because the universe will always find a way to humble your dumb ass when you're acting like that. Customers' documents magically showed up there and where they needed to be, and I had no record on how it was done. Very grateful for it, but fuck. Yeah. Dutchess, I am watching your video and YouTube keeps trying to get me to swipe to the stream and already booted me off. I'm not surprised, Camille. Thank you for watching, but for whatever reason, I know the reason. I know the reason why YouTube doesn't like me, because I call YouTube out on its bullshit, but thanks for sharing. Yeah, of course. I did a freezing spell on those who thought was doing bad juju on me. Well, my life is actually really good now, and it's been 2 months. That's good. They don't know fire burns till they touch the stove. Literally. No curses. Only return to sender, in my opinion. Yeah. I agree. People learn. Yeah, they learn the hard way. But I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure to like the video and share it. if you feel like, you know, it could help someone. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. I just bit my tongue. Ow. Get out of here, evil eye. Just kidding. Hopefully no one sent me that, but I like you. Thanks. Well, if you subscribe, you can see more of me. Take care. Love the reading. Thank you. You're welcome. God bless everyone here. Yes. All right. I love you guys too. Bye-bye. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I love you, Autumn. Take care, girl. Bye-bye. Oh, last thing. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm gonna start planning Salem. Like, we had the most incredible trip. Like, I realized too, I took all these videos so I could make shorts and stuff, but then after Salem, I got really sick. A lot of the girls got really sick. We learned what we need to do differently. We need more immune support. We need more rest. But I got so sick, I never posted the videos. And then after that, it was like preparing for my sister's wedding. And then after my sister's wedding, it was like putting down corn and processing all of that. And so I feel like now that things are finally slowing down, I'm going to start posting some videos from Salem, and I'm starting to plan the trip, and I'm like really excited. I did decide that it is going to be a women's trip because we had such a profound experience of sisterhood last year, and that's not because I want to exclude anybody. It's literally because it's what I can handle. So I realized, like, I'm not ready to, like, guide men through a sacred space, and we've started to, like, Sam is on the Patreon now, which has been really great to have a divine masculine on the Patreon, but it is a different frequency than when it's just a group of women. And so I realize I'm not ready to bring men into this equation just yet. I'm not saying never, but I am saying right now. And also too, because like we're gonna be at the beach, like we're in our bikinis and stuff, and it's like I just want everyone to feel like safe and comfortable. And if I'm not able to be like a super strong, steady leader because I feel like my frequency's off because I've added men to the mix, then it's like I can't create a safe space. And like that was like the biggest achievement I would say from Salem last year that every single girl there had said, was that it was like there was no competition, and it was straight just like sisterhood and love and support. And like we had a great time going to all the like monuments and going to the museums. Sorry, I'm just laughing thinking back to one of the things that Teresa said. It was just so sorry, we just had fun, but also there will be rules. So like the rules will be written out, like, and it's going to be a women's retreat because I need to create that same safe space. And also I'm gonna like list, like we were walking almost 17,000 steps a day, so like I'm planning it now. And so you'll see what we're going to go to, like what will be included in your ticket, like the attractions that we're going to. But then I'm also going to tell you like, okay, all the girls, I gave every single girl their mace just in case, because we did have some weird situations. But it's like if we're going to be walking around at night and stuff, like I'm going to make sure that we're safe. So it's like, and then this time too, like I'm going to bring immuno support. So everyone will get like the little like emergency packets so that you can support your immune system. Excuse me. And then also too, like we're all going to stay in the same place. So it's like nobody's walking home alone at night. So we're all going to be staying in like the same hotel. And yeah, so basically I'm excited. It's going to be around Lionsgate again, but I'm starting to plan it now because it's not going to be like horribly expensive, but it's not going to be cheap because like your hotel, like that is going to add a layer of expense to it, having us all stay at the same hotel. However, your housing will be paid for within the ticket. Like I'm going to buy a bunch of rooms in the hotel, but we're staying at this really nice hotel that Maria and Teresa stayed at. It's got a pool. It's got this really nice lounge area. I'm excited. It's going to be like we're in a dorm. It's going to be really fun. But yeah, so it's going to be a women only retreat, just because like I said, I am not in a position right now to be able to lead a group that includes men. It just ended up being women because Spirit always provides and takes care of me and knew what I needed before I even knew what I needed. So yeah, it's going to be a women's retreat. We're all going to stay together at the hotel. And also too, like, let's say you like have a friend and they're going, like, you can cut down your price of the rooms if you want to like share a room with someone. But if you're like me and you really need alone time, then you definitely want to get a room by yourself. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that because we're all going to be staying together. We're all going to be going on the attractions. But like I was saying, it's fucking 17,000 steps a day. It is not for the weak. The energy in Salem is chaotic as fuck. Honestly, a lot of it is really dark, and it's a pilgrimage. Like, I didn't even realize how much of a pilgrimage it was going to be until we were there living this pilgrimage, because there's so much evil there that was just like trying to create opposition against us, that it was like, because we were healing and we were clearing and we were crossing spirits over and we were shifting the land and we were making friends, and like, it was just a lot of beautiful energy. And so we were punished a lot by the negative spirits, like, because for example, they couldn't touch us, so they knocked over an elderly man because there was like this negative entity that kept trying to attach to us, and we kept rebuking it. And then the next thing we know, this man just falls, like this elderly man falls flat on the cobblestones, and we're like praying for him, and we go, and I got a little too showy, I got a little too ostentatious, and I ripped the spine out of the entity that did that and was waving it around, and I was like, we are here and we will kill you if you fuck with us. And then after that, it like put a fucking spotlight on us. So there's a lot I'll do differently. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire a witch to ground for us. So maybe I'm thinking if Shireen doesn't come from Arabian Conjure, I'm thinking I'm gonna hire her to like ground us while we're there and protect, like do a protection spell on us while we're there, because you know nobody's fucking with Shireen spirits, I'll tell you that. But if she wants to come, then I'll have to find someone else to do it. But I am going to pay for someone to do that. So like that's going to be like included in the ticket, like having to, not that that entire cost will be on you, but like all of us are going to, I'm creating this experience. So I'm just saying it's not going to be cheap, but it's going to be worth the money. So yeah, that's going to be, but then also, like I said, I'm going to have immuno support for you. I'm going to have the mace for you. We're going to all be in the same hotel, which I really enjoy. There's going to be, which I think I'm going to really enjoy. There's going to be a lot more downtime so that we don't burn ourselves out. And we learned that we needed more than one beach day because we only had one beach day this summer, but we definitely need 2 beach days. There's going to be, I will take up to 10 girls for this. I don't think I can juggle more than 10 girls. But yeah, so we're going to do 2-day beach day because the 1 day wasn't enough. So if you want to, like, Melly just drove up for the beach day, that'll be an option if you want to just do beach. There'll be an option if you want to just do the retreat part where you're like learning and we're going to like the museums and we're going on the tours and everything like that. And then there will be like a full, like, I want the tours and the beach day. So yeah, just know that I'm preparing that now, and I'm really fucking excited. It's gonna be so fun. And yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, start saving now. I said, hey Kenna, oh my god, y'all talking Salem part 2. Yeah, hey Rebecca. I have so many, we have so many stories. I should come on here and tell the story of the guy who was like screaming about the TRAFFICKERS. Like, you can't make this shit up, guys. We're like in the middle of the square and there's just a man screaming about that in the middle of the square, and I was like, get your mace. Hey Leah, hey girl, everyone's coming in. Oh, Leah, it's so funny you came because I'm talking about Salem. Leah sent us the cutest photo. She photoshopped herself into the Salem photo because she's like, I want to go to Salem next year. And that's like one of my favorite pictures. I think it's so cute because she's like just photoshopped into it. But yeah, I also don't think I posted a lot of pictures on YouTube either from it. I think I posted a couple, but like, I just think I got so sick after, and then I was focused on the wedding, and then Corin passed away, that I just didn't get to fully post it on here. So you guys are going to be seeing more videos and pictures from that. And then yeah, I'm just gonna start planning it. We're definitely going to this incredible wax museum that I scouted out last time. We're gonna be, so some things that we're doing differently for those of you who came this last time. Some things we're doing the same. We're definitely doing Monster Museum and Haunted House again, because those of us who did the attractions, those were like our favorite attractions, was like going to the haunted house. We're definitely hitting up that fucking bakery that Romina found, like 100%, because that was like, that bakery just blew my fucking mind. And then we're also gonna go to the Broad Street Cemetery, because I had that on our list last time, but when I went there, it was definitely the drug addict cemetery, because we didn't end up going, and I couldn't figure out why we didn't end up going, but I went with Doobie's Spirit after, but when I was there by myself that day. I had like one day alone to try and scout out new attractions like for this coming one, and there was a lot of drug addicts there and garbage and stuff, and so I was like, oh, this is why we didn't end up here. But I had thought it was a different cemetery, and then the cemetery that I wanted to take us to, I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, I saw it driving in and driving out, but I couldn't get to it on foot, which was so strange. Like, it was really strange that, like, no matter what I put in my GPS, I couldn't fucking find. And the cemetery I found in the first place, I found it by accident on my way to the Satanic Temple. So yeah, so we're definitely doing the Monster Museum and the Haunted House again. We're definitely doing this wax museum I found that was really kick-ass. We're definitely going to take a tour with Mike again. Mike, I need to reach out to. He is going to come, and by the way, guys, it's a good time to sign up for Patreon. As I've talked about previously, if you want to sign up for Patreon, you need to email Lizzie at Dutchess Divinity 1111 and give a 2-paragraph essay of why you want to join the Patreon. But it's a good time to join the Patreon because I am going to start having people come and speak. I have Mike, who does the ghost tours in Salem. I also have my brother-in-law's aunt, who's a literal shaman, and I just haven't had a chance to reach out to these people because you know, Cornica passed away. But I was also going to see if maybe Shireen would like to come speak for our group, and possibly Conjure Queen, if she'd be interested in that. But yeah, so we're definitely doing the tour with Mike again, because he's just cool, and maybe we can invite him to like get a drink with us after or something, like plan it out this time and hang out with him after. And then also as well, leave if there's something you guys want to do again. If you came last year, like if you want to do the witch museum again, like if you really enjoyed that, like learning the lore, like whatever, make sure to leave that in the comments below. We can also hit up the Satanic Temple if we want to. It's very small, but we could do it if we want. It's kind of off the beaten path. And then also to we're gonna go to Broadbrook Cemetery, and part of the offering that we give is going to be bye-bye. Part of the offering that we give is going to be picking up trash from the Broadbrook Cemetery. I'll have gloves and everything for us so that we can do it safely, but I really want to go to that cemetery and pick up all the garbage because, like I was saying, it seems to kind of be like a drug addict spot, so I want to kind of go and shift the frequency, because when I was having the dreams about who sent the bad spell to Cornica, I saw that cemetery in my dream, but it was cleaned up. And so I felt like the spirits of that cemetery, because when I was there, I did pick up some trash. I felt like the spirits of that cemetery were helping me realize who did this to Cornica. So I'd like to go, and in my dream, there was no trash in the cemetery. So I feel like that's going to be one of the offerings that we give. Like, an offering doesn't always have to be like giving fruit and flowers, and that's a beautiful offering, but an offering can literally be picking up trash, fixing a headstone if it's fallen down, like stuff like that. Hey, your hair looks hot. Thank you. Thanks, girl. But yeah, so that's one of the things that we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to find that elusive cemetery that I can't seem to find again. I'm gonna do my best. And yeah, if you have any suggestions of like what you want to do, just like leave it in the comments after. And also we're gonna have like, because we're all gonna be in the same hotel, like we'll have like pool time where we can just like swim and freaking play Marco Polo. Maybe I'll get some noodles. We can noodle it up in the pool. And then the beach day, so excited. We're gonna do the burial ceremony. I just got covered in chills. The burial ceremony was like, hey Dutchie, sending love. Thank you. Love to you too. The nails, the top, the necklace, you, the whole package. Girl, thank you. Just got my nails done. And hey Teresa. And the necklaces will be available on my website soon. They're not done, but this is what I've been doing like Rain Man in my repetitive dissociation. I've been making these really cute necklaces, so. Yep. And they have little like bunnies. Like these are like soft. I talk about it in the beginning that it's like tactile. Like there's like gummy ones and like, yeah. Hey, second that whole damn package. Thank you. I love how you were gonna bounce, then everyone pours into the chat. Literally, y'all were, I know, I was like, gotta go, and everyone's like, wait, no, I'm here. We're definitely going back to we're definitely going back to Turner Seafood to see Bridget Bishop, and we had the best waitress, you guys. She thought Chrissy was Simone Biles, and it was like during the Olympics, and so she kept looking at her, and then she came over and she's like, I just kept thinking you were Simone Biles. Oh my god, I kept thinking it. And she's like, but then I'm thinking, nah, she's in the Olympics. She's not here at my restaurant. Like, she was the best. Dee Dee was her name. The food slapped so fucking hard. They were so nice to us. They let us up into the section that is like haunted. They were showing us a video of like this cup that got thrown at a guy's head, and we channeled. It was like fucking magical. We're definitely going back to Turner Seafood. And then the beach day, we're doing our fucking burial ceremonies. Those were so fucking powerful, where we buried each other consciously and then healed each other, and we let Mother Gaia heal us, and we're fucking screaming, baby. If you gotta scream, we're gonna scream. I held in my screams and I regretted it. As soon as I got buried, I felt like I needed to scream at the top of my lungs, and then I just didn't. And then I regretted it. So I'm definitely screaming this time. And we're doing our fucking burial ceremony, and then we're gonna have a fire, and I'm gonna be a fucking little grilling bitch for you, and I'm gonna fucking grill it up, and we're gonna dance around the fire, and it's just gonna be so fun. So fun! So, like I was saying, I'm gonna have 10 spots for that. It'll be up on the site soon. However, let's say you're someone like Taria, I just combined your names, Maria and Teresa, and you're gonna share a room. Don't book through the site. Email Lizzie, and then I'll give you your price based on a shared room. So like, let's say you want to come to Salem and you're like, dude, I need my own space. I don't want a room with anyone. Then you can just like book through the site. But if you're like, or if girls from last time want to like board with other girls from last time, that's totally fine. Just shoot Lizzie an email, and then we'll do your pricing based on that. But non-negotiable, we're all staying in the same place this time, because I don't want anybody having to walk alone in the creepiness at night. Like, it's just not, like, we learned from our mistakes last time. And by the way, guys, we made sure the first night, like I said, I gave everybody mace, but the first night Romina had to walk by herself, and then after that we were like, we're not doing that, we're walking you home. And then me and Chrissy, our Airbnbs were like right next to each other, and then obviously Maria and Teresa were staying together, so it was like everyone had a buddy. But I think it's gonna be way better when we're all like in the same space. And I have to say too, one of my favorite memories from the trip, I was like snapping my twin, and I was like, oh, I'm like really nervous, like about to meet my internet friends, like I just hope it goes good. Oh, I'm so nervous. I had on like a cute outfit. I had on these pants actually. I had on a green like groovy like flares, green flares, and like an orange top, and I had like green and orange makeup and like green and orange jewelry, and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. And I start walking down the street, and then Chrissy comes out of her Airbnb. Like, Spirit's just so amazing. Chrissy comes out of her Airbnb the second I'm like walking down the street, and she just looks at me and she's like, oh my god, and she just starts like fangirling, and she's like, yeah, And she's like jumping up and down, and she was so happy. And I was just like, hey, I gave her this big hug, and I was like, tonight's gonna be perfect. Like, I don't even have to be nervous. And then, yeah, we had so much fun. And then we found a dance party that was just like there. Like, there was literally no one there. And we were like, is this dance party for us? And then we went in and fucking danced the night away. And then obviously the rest of our trip was very scheduled. And then we found another dance party. I found this really great. We're definitely going back to that Asian restaurant. It was so fucking good. And then we see a flyer that's like 80s dance party. And we're like, oh, perhaps we should revisit this. So then we just end up at like this 80s dance party like a couple days later. I don't know. We just had so much fun. Are you starting a coven, Dutch? I have a coven over on Patreon. We're having a great time over there. Like I said, if you want to join, you just have to send Dutchess Divinity 1111 an email, a 2-paragraph essay of why you want to join, but we got a coven. I've been on for 95 minutes. I bet you didn't get notified, huh? I've been starting to put money away to save for Salem. Yay! Just look at some of the comments. Haunted places are awesome. Yeah, another rule is going to be no pictures on the night tour, because remember Mike was like, Giles Corey doesn't like when you take pictures, and then we're all taking pictures like, oh. And that, like, we just learned. Also, Giles Corey tried to kill me, y'all. That's a story for another day, but he literally tried to trap me in a dream and kill me. So that sucked, but I had to put him in spirit jail. But, you know, we keep it pushing. Salem was my cat's name. Aww. Oh, you guys are sweet. Thank you for being such an inspiration to us and motivating the sisters to take care of ourselves first and foremost in our lives. You're welcome. Thank you, Dutchess and Aphrodite. You're welcome. Always spitting facts. Thank you for doing this. I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you, Ani. Sounds like a time for sure. Yeah, okay. I gotta go now, guys. I could talk about Salem all fucking night. Oh, I also want to go back to the House of the Seven Gables, but we can skip the whole tour. Like, we don't need to do that whole tour. That's another thing. A ghost was flirting with me in there were so many weird experiences. Like, one ghost tries to kill me. The next ghost is trying to hit on me. Like, and I know that is going to sound absolutely nutty to anyone who's just, like, a regular person and not into this shit, but, like, being so open to spirit and like being so psychic, it's like you never really know what you're gonna get. And the thing about Salem is most of the ghosts there or spirits there were human, which is, I think, what makes it unique. Like, we definitely encountered our like spirits that were not human, like on the beach when we were dealing with the spirit of death and decay. That was like a boss spirit. And it did not come without challenge. You know what? I'm gonna start a series and I'll start breaking down and talking about the Salem trip from my perspective. But a lot of the spirits we did encounter were human, and they haven't transcended their human emotions. So there's like a lot of that there, but we can definitely do without the Seven Gables tour. But I would like to go back to I felt like the garden was like a really beautiful resting spot for us, and we got to do like our yoga and stretching, and I just think I would like to go back to that garden. So, yeah. Hope you're doing well. Missed the live, but excited to watch. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Can't wait to watch from the beginning. Have a good evening. Thank you. You got the best energy. Thank you so much. I will listen to the replay. Thanks, guys. Glad you're gonna enjoy it. Has Riz even after death? No, for real. Y'all, I took a picture. I'll post it on the community page. I'll be like, this was the ghost that was flirting with me. So it was like the second I saw his photo, I felt him. I can't remember exactly what I felt, but like, I can't remember if I felt him like on the left or the right, but I felt him like kind of like cozy up behind me and like touch one of my shoulders, and I was like, get away, sir. And he was like, he was like the dumbass of the family. He's like he like made a bunch of money and then like gambled it all away. Like not with actual gambling, but with like just ostentatious behavior. Like he got like a porcelain fucking chamber pot. Like literally like pissing in a pot of gold. Basically it was porcelain, so it wasn't gold, but the same price. So it's like he just pissed all his money away, and he's like behind me like, hey girl. I'm like, ugh, get away. And then everyone else is like, we really didn't like that guy. I'm like, that guy was all about me. All right, I should go because I'm just talking crazy talk now. So sleepy, but this is so exciting to see everyone soon. Couldn't get over that chamber pot. So funny you mentioned it. I know that pissed Teresa off. Teresa pissed. Get it? Pun intended. That chamber pot pissed Teresa the fuck off, and that was funny. And then the comment you made about Tituba just like lives in my head rent free because it's so true. Like it's just so funny. Anyway, all right, guys. I love you. Attracting rich men in all areas. Yes, attracting rich men. It'd be nice if I could attract one that's alive. But anyway. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, I love you. Can't wait for the next Salem trip. And also looking forward to Patreon, which we're not doing tomorrow because we already did our 3. I think we actually did 4 lives. So we're good on that, but yeah, got some exciting things coming for Patreon. All right, I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.